for you is the single biggest issue the LGBTQ plus community faces, and how do you think it should be addressed? One more time. As a trans woman, for you is the single biggest issue the LGBTQ plus community faces, and how do you think it should be addressed?
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, for me, there's a lot of issues that we're facing nowadays. As a person who grows in different gender crises, let me tell you something. My father is an Indian, which is a Hindu, in a country governed by Hindu where there is no corners for LGBT community. But definitely, my father, same with my mother, raised us with humility and acceptance, and of course, this open-minded thing. That there is not such things as discrimination, no matter who and what you are. Single things and issues for us LGBT community, for me, is not already a big deal. Growing up with these difficult moments of tragedies and throwing us different words that breaks our heart makes me a strong person. Hindi na po naiba sa akin yun. But definitely, I'd use that to train myself well, to develop myself, to motivate myself, and definitely ginamit ko po yun in order to inspire other people. Tatawanan lang kita. Why do I need to feel angry and feel sad with myself with all your words? I am something in this society. I can be able to make other people happy with all my gracefulness of personality and knowledgeable mind. So there's nothing wrong with me. I am very proud of myself standing here as an LGBTQ community member. Because at the end of the world, at the end of the day, no matter who and what you are, you must always be proud of yourself. Because if you are proud of yourself, you can be able to raise yourself and to achieve whatever you wanted to be in your life. Kung kaya't noon, kung nadapaman ako at nagpakain sa intriga at issue na ibinabato sa akin, siguro wala ako ngayon sa harapan niyo. Maraming salamat po.
Wow, for you is the single... what for you is the single biggest issue the LGBTQ plus community faces, and how do you think it should be addressed? I repeat, as a trans woman, what for you is the single biggest issue the LGBTQ community faces, and how do you think it should be addressed?
Alright, thank you for the wonderful question. The question that was given to me is that what do I think is the single biggest issue that the LGBTQ community is facing nowadays. But you know what, ladies and gentlemen, it has been so cliche about discrimination. It is so normal that we faced a lot of discriminations, criticisms, and prejudiced people around us, and it's never easy. But you know what, ladies and gentlemen, aside from discrimination, aside from judgmental people around us, alam niyo po kung anong isang issue na hinaharap ng mga LGBT ngayon ay yung kaming mga kapwa bakla ang nagsisiraan pagbaba. Always remember, ladies and gentlemen, that we are all sisters here. We are all brothers, we are all sisters, and we should be in the circle of the LGBTQ community. We should be the ones who would lift each other up. We should be the ones who would motivate each other. Because always remember, ladies and gentlemen, kinukutya na tayo ng mga tao. Dinidiscriminate na tayo ng mga tao sa paligid natin. At kung yung mga tao na yon ay nakikita na tayo mga bakla ay nagsisiraan pababa, paano pa nila iisipin na tayo ay dapat nilang respetuhin? Always remember, ladies and gentlemen, tayo lang ang magkakakampi. At pag napatunayan natin sa mga tao sa paligid natin na tayo ay iisa, well then definitely, that is the very stepping stone that they would embrace us. They would love us. And most especially, RESPECT, they would respect us. Because I believe, ladies and gentlemen, always remember, as long as we stand on the same ground, we breathe the same air, and we see the same sky, we are all equal. Thank you.
There we have it. Pageant number 5, Miss Boss. For you, what for you is the single biggest issue the LGBTQ community faces, and how do you think it should be addressed? I repeat, As a trans woman, what for you is the single biggest issue the LGBTQ community faces, and how do you think it should be addressed?
Thank you for the challenging question. LGBT community is very well known nowadays, and the very big problem that we are facing is the issue of inequality. Inequality is synonymous with discrimination and acceptance. It is a cliche answer, however, it is existing nowadays. How would I solve it? According to Article 3, Section 1 of the Philippine Constitution states that no person shall be deprived of life, liberty, and property without due process of law, meaning everybody is equal, whether it be a man, a woman, or homosexual, or a transgender. Let me use myself as an example. I am a government employee. I joined Pageant, I have long hair, but still they recognize me because I know that we are productive in this society. And to end this answer, according to Maslow's hierarchy of needs, one of its level is self-actualization. When you are self-actualized, meaning you accept everyone, living or non-living person in this society. I believe this is a strong answer. Thank you so much and good evening.
Wow, and good evening as well to you. And we believe too that is a strong answer. So, laban, Trinidad.
Laban?
Diba?
Laban. As a trans woman, what for you is the single biggest issue that the LGBTQ plus community faces, and how do you think it should be addressed? One more time. As a trans woman, what for you is the single biggest issue the LGBTQ plus community faces, and how do you think it should be addressed?
Okay, as a trans woman, what is the biggest issue that we are currently facing as of today? Well, definitely that is discrimination regarding our sexuality. We are always being discriminated. People look at us as a lesser person. Whenever we walk down the street, people would call us bakla, bayot, charing, X-Men, and these words definitely hurt each and every trans woman. How should this problem be addressed as a society? We have what we call as the SOGI bill. This SOGI bill should not only be a bill and should not only be passed until the third hearing. Rather, it should be a law. Why, ladies and gentlemen? Because we, the members of the LGBTQI community, we, the trans women, are all combinations of both a man and a woman. We can always have the strength of a man, and we can always have the heart of a woman. And that encompasses a very big personality that no one else could ever have. Ladies and gentlemen, whenever people oppress us, discriminate us, or see us as a lesser person, we always remind ourselves that God has created us to be of service to other people, to become an inspiration, that we are living a truth. We are living our lives. We are the members of the LGBTQI community, has a life, has a purpose, has a dream, and that is to inspire each and every one to live your own life, what you truly deserve, and what is in your heart. Maraming salamat po.
Ayan, maraming salamat din, candidate number 14.
So here's your question. As a trans woman, what for you is the single biggest issue the LGBTQ community faces, and how do you think it should be addressed? I repeat, as a trans woman, what for you is the single biggest issue the LGBTQ community faces, and how do you think it should be addressed?
Okay, thank you so much for that wonderful question. Well, I think the biggest problem or the biggest issue that transgender women are facing right now is not only about discrimination, but it is the unity between the LGBT community. Why do I say so? Ladies and gentlemen,
nowadays there's a lot of trans women who are fighting one another, to prove who is the highest and who is the lowest. And I think that is a problem why LGBT community is not yet being tolerated here in our country, because the LGBT amongst themselves are fighting one another. Now, if the LGBT community have unity, have understanding the differences that we have, whether you are rich or you're poor, as long as you accept one another, I think there will be unity, and that from start of being a helpful society, a helpful LGBT society to the community that we're living in. Because I believe, ladies and gentlemen, if we are all united, then we could have a better place to live in. Thank you so much.
And there we have it, our final pageant, pageant number 12.